friends, in this video we will be discussing another important part in teaching aptitude. In the previous videos we have discussed what is teaching aptitude, characteristics of teaching, characteristics of learning, factors affecting teaching and learning, etc. The link of these videos will be provided in the description that you can watch later. In this video we will be discussing theories of learning. As all of you know that in the UGC examination, there are so many questions asked from this particular area. So this area is extremely important in the point of view of examination. Theories of learning. There are 5 important theories of learning. First, multiple intelligence theory by Gardner. Second, classical conditioning theory by Pavlov. Third, operant conditioning theory by B.F. Skinner. Fourth, cognitive learning theory by Jean Piaget. Fifth, social learning theory by Albert Bandura. In multiple intelligence theory was put forward by Gardner in 1983. In his book Frames of Mind, Theories of Multiple Intelligence, he talks about 8 important theories of intelligence. He says there is not a unique intelligence. There are different types of intelligence. For example, musical intelligence, verbal intelligence, spatial visual intelligence, linguistic intelligence, etc. A person who is having musical intelligence may most likely possess other abilities also. An individual may possess linguistic intelligence, verbal intelligence, musical intelligence, and at the same time interpersonal intelligence also. He talks about a 9th intelligence. Second theory is classical conditioning theory. This theory is also known as Pavlovian theory. Pavlov, in his experiment with dogs, formulated this particular theory. According to this theory, 2 stimulus are associated together to produce a new response, a learned response. In his experiment, a dog was salivated when a bell was rung. Initially, the dog was presented with food and the dog salivated. Later on, a bell was rung and by hearing the sound of the bell, the dog expected the food because the food was associated with the bell sound. So, when in the absence of food also, the dog salivated by hearing the bell only because the bell sound was associated with the presentation of food. So he said that a new response can be generated by associating 2 different stimulus. The third theory is known as operant conditioning theory. This was developed by B.F. Skinner. He termed behavior as operant. He said a behavior is repeated or it is not repeated is based on the consequences of the behavior. In dog's training, if a dog is motivated by giving treat, the behavior will be repeated. If a particular behavior is being punished, then the dog will not repeat that behavior again. So a behavior is continued or discontinued on the basis of the consequence. A positive result will reinforce the behavior and a negative result will lead to avoiding the behavior. The fourth theory is cognitive learning theory. This theory is propounded by Jean Piaget. In cognitive theory, he said that cognition is a process which involves understanding, thinking, associating, interpreting, etc. This theory talks about how our mind works while processing the information, how the mind will process different informations, how it is using our memory. So he says that the learning is based on cognition. A person is using different factors to process the information. The brain mental process involves intrinsic factors and extrinsic factors also. So cognition is the base for a behavior. The next theory is propounded by Albert Bandura, which is known as social learning theory, in which he says that people observes behavior of other people, how that particular behavior is being viewed by the society, and they are imitating that particular behavior. He says that modeling, imitating and observing, these are the three important components of a behavior. First we are observing a person, then we are modeling it, then we are imitating it. We imitate our teachers, our peers, our bosses and other people. Through observation we are learning behavior and we are trying to imitate it. So these are the 5 important theories of learning. So this theory is important. All these theories are important in the point of view of examination. Study well. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and do share this channel to everyone. Be safe and study well. Thank you.